Alright, I'm recording this while putting away laundry, so if there is a little, like, white noise or something, you know what I'm saying, my bad. Brand new day. I give it a 3 out of 5, honestly. I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know. I kind of just started recording and didn't really collect my thoughts first. It was good, but it was one of those where it was a movie, and I think it probably would have been better as a show. I think it would have been better, like, pace, because pacing is a little off. I think if it was a show, like a Disney Plus show, it would have honestly done, or like not done, but it would have benefit trying to do all that. Also, spoilers, as I say, because I will spoil some shit. Even though this is probably going to come out like a week after the movie. Like they could have, like the first episode could have ended off with him having a sensory overload, when he was having a sensory overload, like overstimulated. People were saying like, oh man, it hit different. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, it didn't. I did not feel it for some reason. I don't know why. It's like I don't know. I just There were parts that I definitely felt. Like when MJ was like, "I don't love you," and it's like, "Oi, oi, fuck, man, damn, that's gotta hurt." Um, the Hulk fight it could have been longer. It 100. That's my door creaking. Sorry, because I'm hanging up my clothes to dry. The Hulk fight could have been longer. Honestly, that fight was so too short. It was really good for what it was, but like it could have gone just a little bit longer, like another 5 minutes more. It's like we finally get to see like the Hulk after. I'm not even sure if you want to count Infinity War, where he got his ass beat. It might be 2017. I think that's when Ragnarok came out. It was the last time we saw like actual Hulk. I think She-Hulk didn't. No, and I can't remember any other instances. So yeah, he could have given us a little bit more, just a little bit more time. A villain. I don't hate that they're doing the X-Men. I think it was kind of cool to introduce them this way instead of the normal way. Because beforehand, all the X-Men have been like other universes, but this is like a naturally born X-Men. So it's like, oh, cool, they are gonna go with the X-Men, not from other universes and such. But I don't, I don't see. Whoa, everything's falling. I just don't. I think it might have been better if damage control was like maybe a front for like striker for strike force, the guy who made Wolverine, who gave him the medal and such, you know what I'm saying? I forgot his name. William Stryker, I think, maybe something like that. I feel like it would have been better if that was post credit scene instead, so that way you can do like Wolverine and such. It's like, oh yeah, we already, like, if you just teasing them would have been like, oh, we're in. I guess they don't want to do Striker, or may save them until later. But I think right now would have been a good tease, and then just leave it as is. Because I don't think Jean, spoiler alert, the main villain turns out to be Jean Grey. I don't think she's gonna be like important for Doomsday. I highly doubt it. I also highly doubt that this is gonna be a one-off thing. Like, oh yeah, we did Jean Grey, and then that's it. Like, they're not gonna do any other X-Men or bring her up. Like, I'm sure they will. I just wish, I did like the moment with Jean and Aunt May. I did think that was cool. Very sweet. I don't know, but people were like, I was crying. It's like, I remember watching, like, I saw the meme of, like, someone crying and a couple next to them were like, I forgot people take this seriously. I'm like, man, they just don't understand. And then I watched the movie, I was like, no, actually, I think they kind of have a point. I don't think it's tears worthy, but I guess it wasn't for me. Or I wasn't target audience. Well, actually, no. Because I'm a young adult. I'm pretty sure that movie's kind of catered towards some more young adults. Because I feel like I hear more people crying are the young adults. Just for some reason, it did not hit me like that at all. Yeah, what the hell are you guys doing? You're crying over that? That's dumb. I give it 3 out of 5 though. It's good. I wouldn't rewatch it though, so that's why I wouldn't give it the 4, because I wouldn't rewatch it. Punisher was cool. He was just kind of there for a cup of coffee, you know. He was also though a good like a good like counter for Peter, like a good opposite. You know, like they're both good guys, but Punisher's very much more trying to like, I'm gonna kill her. I'm just gonna kill her. That was cool. I hope, like I said, I hope this leads to more X-Men. But it says it is also weird that they're like teasing X-Men in this universe, but then they're also gonna do a multiverse movie that's gonna show like the older versions, which is gonna be a little odd. It'd definitely be strange seeing like what they're supposed to become, I guess. Man, I'm just not hyped for Doomsday at all, not right now. Maybe they release another trailer and it bangs. Man, it's not that it's bad, but it's just, I don't know, there's really... Anyway, that's Doomsday. Spider-Man, 3 out of 5, good. I wouldn't rewatch it, but I can see why some people would love this movie. It just didn't hit me. I didn't like the ending too, with Ned and him reconnecting with Ned, kind of. I'm assuming he's only gonna reconnect as Peter. He's not gonna say like, "Oh, I'm Spider-Man." But I don't know. I didn't like that. I rather he had just moved on. Also, what's up with the blonde girl in the elevator? I thought they would tease that would have been Gwen Stacy, and they were gonna do a Gwen. Because you know, like, oh hey, we're in the same floor. And it's like, oh, they're doing Gwen. Oh my God, yes. Because out of all the live action, I mean, in general, I know the classic is Spider-Man and MJ. I feel like Spider-Man and Gwen is just way better, at least from what I've seen. I mean, in the live action Spider-Man, I feel like Andrew's Spider-Man and Gwen's and what was it? Emma Stone? Was that her? I could be wrong. Oh, there. The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, Emma Stone. Yeah. Emma Stone. Like, I feel like Emma Stone is Gwen Stacy. I feel like that was banger. That was beautiful. That should have been. I mean, not beautiful. Should have been, but like, I feel like that was better than Toby, MJ, and Tom Holland and Zendaya. I feel like Gwen was better, and also the show, like one of my favorite Spider-Man anime shows, The Spectacular Spider-Man, with that like love triangle. I was rooting all the way for Peter and Gwen. Like, fuck, what was her name? Izzy, Lizzie, the cheerleader, the Fluke, get the fuck out of here. MJ, Get out of here. Black Cat, get out of here. It's all about Peter and Gwen, dude. I was shipping them hard, and now I want to rewatch it, but there's no streaming service that has it, so I have to buy the DVDs. Because I'm not going to buy it digital. I was going to buy it digital until PlayStation pulled that stunt. I was like, yeah, we're going to have to delete these movies from your library. I was like, what? Yeah, we don't have the rights to these. That's like real, like no refunds or anything. It's just we're just taking them. Like that's fucked. Yeah, no, I really rather the physical and maintain those. So that's my review for Spider-Man Brand New Day. 3 out of 5. All right, so I just came back from watching the Odyssey. Oh my fucking god! What a banger of a movie! It was beautiful. I was worried. I doubted my boy, Christopher Nolan. Blew me away. Blew me away. There were some changes to the movie, but like he perfectly like the message stayed the same, the delivery changed. But besides that, like it was I didn't look up who did the soundtrack. Phenomenal soundtrack. Great pace. Great pacing. The movie was just phenomenal. I like the way they shot it. They so it started off with as like Odysseus being with Calypso, and then he was trying to remember why or how he got there. So it was basically all flashbacks. And basically they tried telling the story, and then after Calypso lets him go, he then goes back home. They tried it wasn't like a super linear. Like I said, it was flashbacks, and then it went to a linear storytelling, which I thought was good because it is a long story. It's hard to remember things from the very, very beginning without getting context. Or trying to remember and then needing it for later, like small details. So he cleverly did it that way. So that way it stuck. The practical effects were amazing, especially the scene with the pigs. Oh my god. Phenomenally done. Phenomenal. 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely winning some awards. I thought Obsession was gonna sweep. I still think Obsession should win some things, but Odyssey was amazing. For example, when I was talking about the interpretation methods, or like changing the delivery but keeping the message. Like with the Cyclops, people were complaining is like, oh, they didn't do the who attacked me? It's like, my name is nobody. Odysseus says, my name is nobody. And then Cyclops says to the other Cyclops, says, nobody attacked me, nobody attacked me. And then when Odysseus is running away in his ship, he says, my name is actually Odysseus, and I have outsmarted you. They changed it in this one. The way Nolan changed it was that he wanted the Cyclops to be more monstrous. And so there wasn't like much communication. But instead, when Odysseus and his men, they were able to bypass the Cyclops. When the Cyclops was feeling for the sheep, he was able to bypass all of them. I mean, all of them were able to bypass the Cyclops without being spotted, so they could have just like left without much of a hiccup, without the Cyclops ever knowing. And instead, when they got out of the cave, the Cyclops like coughed up a helmet, and Odysseus got a bow and arrow, shot it in the side of its head, and then it started chasing him. And it's like, why would you shoot it? We were, it was the home stretch. Why would you shoot it? So same message, different principle. Is because Nolan's his style is obviously very grounded, so it's like there was some change. I thought Zendaya as Athena was weird until they showed why it was Zendaya, and then I thought it was very cleverly done. I'm not gonna spoil that one because it's also kind of hard to say into words. But if you see the scene, you'll know exactly why. It's like, oh, that's a great that she was a great cast. Because you would think a god would be like more like look more mature. You know what I mean? Zendaya still looks very young, but in the context of the movie, beautiful casting. They kept the dog scene, which almost made me cry. I'm not gonna lie, that almost got me. My eyes were watering. I saw it with a buddy, which didn't help at all. They didn't have Odysseus come in with a disguise, which, like I said, makes sense. I mean, most people didn't recognize because he still had the beard and stuff. So, but like I said, it was Nolan's a lot more grounded approach. So it would be weird to just have a god put on a magic like there's no magical elements. Because I believe in the story in the Odyssey, there was a bag of wind involved. I don't remember when, but there's no bag of wind in this one, and I don't know if it paid that much importance or if it was just like an extra thing to like showcase his hubris, I guess would be the word. I could be wrong. Um, Casting, I forgot what her name is for Helena Troy. I thought it was a little weird. No offense, she is beautiful, but like I thought it would have been like top of the line beauty, like top 1%. You know what I mean? But once they got her in the scene, it's like, oh yeah, she's like perfect for that role because she killed the king, and when she killed the king, she let out like a guttural shriek. And have you seen her work in Us by Jordan Peele? It's like, oh yeah, no, she was perfect for that role. Acting wise, perfect. She is beautiful, but also like in terms of acting, she was the right call. Um, I think that's all my thoughts for it. A huge cast. Oh, Robert Pattinson, amazing acting. The action sequences were phenomenal. It's like really, it's like one of those movies. Personally, for me, it's like I would love to see how they did some things, even though it's already been leaked. Like with the Giants, they casted 7 foot tall people in armor, and then for some shots, because it was a lot of frantic shots, they would have like smaller people, like women, like that are 5 foot or like 4'11", and have them in armor. So then for the wide shots, it's like 7 foot compared to like 5. They they look like giants, and then they will cut it with Matt Damon's face, you know, the other guys. But they would it was really well done. I really liked that scene. I didn't see it in IMAX, and I don't think it would make that much of a difference in IMAX, to be honest. I don't see it. Some people are like, "Oh, you gotta see an IMAX, dude." You don't. You don't. It. I thought it was stupid when people were saying, "Oh yeah, you gotta see an IMAX," because that's the way it was shot, and like that seems stupid that you gotta watch a movie a certain way, you know, in order to appreciate it. Because it's kind of like saying, "Oh, you can't watch older movies because they weren't meant to be viewed in like Blu-ray, whatever." You know what I mean? Because like if you watch Star Wars nowadays on like Disney Plus, it's like the original trilogy. It's like it wasn't like that good, but if you put it on an old CR TV, whatever they were called, with a VHS, it's like, you know, that looked pretty good. Like a movie shouldn't matter the size of the shot or the I guess the quality of the camera, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like whether it's widescreen or full screen, I don't think should matter. The point should get across. I doubt it would make that much difference. And by quality, I mean it shouldn't matter if it was viewed in like a 4K screen or if it's meant to be viewed in 4K or Blu-ray or DVD or VHS. I don't think it should really matter that much. It's cool to see in better like quality, it's like video games. It's cool to see them in like better graphics, but it doesn't need to be. I mean, like look at Halo CE, um, which I'm doing a legendary run through right now. When people play the anniversary, almost like pretty much everyone I've seen always plays in the default graphics. They never play in the newer, updated anniversary graphics. Even though it does look good, there's no denying it looks good. The newer graphics, but everyone's just always it's like you can't beat it. It's like you gotta play in old. What do you mean new graphics? That's why I'm not gonna play Campaign Evolve. I'm never gonna buy it. That shit can die in the fire. Even though I heard it's not bad. Like I don't want the remix. I like how it was. Anyways, I'm gonna sidetrack. The Odyssey, 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely winning a lot of awards. Definitely in my top 5 movies of the year. It's like Odyssey, Obsession, and Project Mary. They're my top 3. There might be something between September and December. I think there's like like 2 more movies that like I'm really hyped for. But besides that, I'm not sure about 4 and 5 because I haven't seen, like I missed a couple movies. But undoubtedly, Obsession, Odyssey, and Project Mary my top 3. It's hard to compare the Odyssey to Obsession and Project Mary because Odyssey has such a big budget. And like they were a heavy swinger, they were expected to do good versus Obsession and Project Hail Mary weren't expected to do as amazing as it did. They were like very much a cultural shift, which is cool to see that we had such a shift in both in terms of like family movies, like Project Hail Mary, and like horror scene. Like everyone wants to see the new. No one cares about the franchises. The Star Wars movie flopped. I didn't watch it with the Mando. Other Disney movies, Moana remake didn't do that good either. It's like everyone wants the new. That's what they want to go to theaters for. I want to see the Ice Cream Man. I want to see Your Name, which is an anime movie. It's having its anniversary, which I'm probably gonna go see because I'm just curious. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Enjoy the rest of this Power World. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this after the Brand New Day review.